Hi everyone, peace and love always. Okay, so I'm gonna get real here for a second. I know I haven't been on here in a few weeks, and I just have to come straight out and say, I was having a lot of issues within myself, and I really just had to take that time to dig in real deep and figure out why these issues were popping up, and how to deal with them. So there it is. And what I realized during those couple of weeks is that in order for me to do what I'm trying to do on this channel, which is just enlighten and try and help as many people as I can that are going through the same situation that I went through, that I'm still going through, that I'm going to be going through for the rest of my life. And the truth is, it is called an awakening. A spiritual awakening, a Kundalini awakening. Everyone, goes through their own thing. But what I can tell you is I'm just trying to figure this all out, just like anyone else going through this. And that's why I'm making this channel, so that we can do this together. We can bounce ideas off of each other. At times it can feel pretty lonely. That's what I've been feeling these past couple weeks, because I just feel like nobody understands me. And, some people look at me like, spiritual awakening, what are you talking about? You're crazy, blah, blah, blah. And the truth is, sometimes I feel crazy, but at the end of the day, I know I'm not, because there are thousands upon millions of people all across the world that are going through this, that have been going through this for years. Some of us are just starting to go through this. For me, it's been over a year. My awakening started happening December of 2017, so right about January 2018, I had my big awakening, and I'm gonna share what that was for me, so you guys can understand a little more what I'm talking about. I just want to show you what I'm doing right now, guys. Something I learned that really helps you during your awakening is trying to figure out how to turn my camera around. I'm not very tech savvy, so sorry. Okay, we'll save that for later. I'm just sitting on the beach by my house. It's about grounding my feet in the sand, even though there's snow on the ground, but that's okay. So about a year ago for me, I think I've said this in previous videos, and I don't want to harp on it because I'm not a victim. I am a warrior, a survivor, and it's only up from here. But we have to go back for a second. So from the age of 17 to about 26, I was in the military. I was in the Army, and I was a military police officer. I got deployed to Iraq when the war first began and everything was crazy. And so I did about 14 months that tour, and then I was back in the States for about a year, and then I got deployed again to Iraq again. And let's just put it this way. I've seen things that no one should see. I've been through things that no one should go through, and I know that a lot of us unfortunately go through things like that. You know, I've seen death, I've seen destruction, I personally have been sexually assaulted. And when I got out of the military, when I came home to New Jersey, I was stationed in Fort Benning, Georgia, and Iraq twice, like I said. When I finally got out after doing 8 years, I wanted to forget about everything. I wanted to just put it behind me, forget about it, move on, and I did for a very long time, and I think I've said this in my other videos, but God had a bigger plan, you know, and at the beginning of 2018, that's when a lot of things were coming out on the news and social media about the Me Too movement. And when I tell you, literally, something inside of me would not let me hold what I had been through, what I saw, just all the negative energy that I was holding in my body for so long. God's like, no, 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 no. You are gonna let it out, and you are gonna let the world see you vulnerable, which I never do. I never do. And that's what happened. I went on, I made a video, I put it out on Facebook about being sexually assaulted, and I know there was a purpose for it. You know, looking back, I'm like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? And everything happens for a reason. You know, if I can help somebody by my story and by my rise and my awakening and my comeback, to let you know that you don't have to suffer alone and that there is the light at the end of the tunnel. Because I have to tell you, in the last year, when all this first happened and everything came to the surface, I actually ended up checking myself into the hospital, and I was there with a bunch of women who had gone through the same thing in the military. And what that really showed me is something has to change. Something has to change. We cannot keep hurting each other the way that we hurt each other. It is not okay. And we, as a community, as the United States, as the world, the whole entire world, we have to come together. And we have to help each other, lift each other up, stop judging. You don't know what someone's been through. So just be love. If I can tell you anything I've learned over the past year, it's just be love. Love yourself, love each other, help each other. Okay, guys, so I wanted to come on here and just talk about the awakening, but I was getting a little off track. So I know it sounds crazy. What is an awakening? I knew nothing about it before last year. And ever since then, there have just been things happening to me over and over, something called synchronicities. So I don't know if you've ever looked at the clock and you see 1111, you know, 1111, make a wish. Well, that's true. For me, what I take out of it is, at that exact moment, God, my creator, is just showing me, hey, listen, you're doing good, you're on the right track, keep going, pray to me, don't forget me, you know, I got your back, the universe has your back. And so when I say that this awakening happened to me at the beginning of last year, usually there is an event that kind of catapults the awakening. And for me, it was just being able to finally open up about my past and what, you know, I've been through, and just letting that energy go. It was a life changer. It was a deal changer for me. And ever since then, my life, trust me, I am not anywhere close to where I want to be or where I know I'm going to be in my life. But what I can tell you is there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And if you keep going and you keep that positive attitude and you live from your heart and from love, trust me, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, and God knows that. And as long as you can turn those situations around and really think, what is this trying to teach me? What is this lesson trying to teach me? Everything will change. Everything will change. Patience and love and light and a lot of prayer for me. And if you're not religious, just meditate. Meditation is amazing. It has opened my eyes to so many things. You know, I used to think, what the heck is meditation? You just sit there. I didn't get it. But if you just open your mind and open your heart, God will open doors and it will be amazing. And I hope by me sharing this with you, you know, we can go on this journey together. Let's do it. And if you have any questions or comments, I don't think I explained it very well because I got off track a lot, but I just want to let you know I'm here for you. We need to be here for each other. I love you. Peace and love always. Bye. I'm gonna meditate. There's so much beauty. Thank you, God. Bye.